So 2015 is coming to an end, and it's time we talk about the best tech of the year. I'm covering headphones, obviously, but if you guys want to see coverage on tablets, smartphones, and gaming, some of your favorite YouTubers covered them on their channels, so be sure to hit the links down below in the description to check out the whole deal. First up, we've got the v-moda Crossfade Wireless. You guys have no idea how stoked I was to hear that these were coming out. v-moda took one of my favorite headphones ever and gave them one of my favorite features ever, Bluetooth. This means you can sync this up with a smartphone or any other Bluetooth enabled device and listen to your favorite tunes with v-moda M100 quality, but with no wires. One of the biggest selling points to me when it comes to v-moda is the build quality. These things are built like a tank, and since they share the same build as the M100s, you can expect them to last you a few years. Only drawback with the wireless, however, is the fact that they aren't foldable. Luckily, they aren't huge on their own, but this is something I miss from the M100s. On the right ear cup, you've got your standard volume controls, as well as your play and pause button that you can use to control your music and answer calls. Double tap it to skip to the next song, and triple tap to go back. If you're wondering where the mic is, it's actually well hidden at the bottom of the right ear cup. And keep in mind, just because this thing is Bluetooth doesn't mean you need to use it. You can still use these with the included audio cable if you need to use them with a device without Bluetooth, or maybe even if you forgot to charge these and your battery dies. Speaking of battery, these will get you about 12 hours of playback, so you can have a long listening session with no problem. Now, I know you want to hear about the sound quality, and as I've mentioned earlier, these have the same sound as the v-moda M100s, thus these sound amazing. You get super rich sound with some really deep bass, and I can listen happily to whatever I throw at these, which is what I loved about the M100s. These are easily one of the most versatile pair of Bluetooth headphones I've ever come across, and with the quality and customization options v-moda brings to the table, they're definitely a solid buy. If you do pick these up, I highly suggest getting the XL earpads as they bring a whole new level of comfort when using these. Next up, we've got the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. These didn't come out this year, but at the end of 2015, they still rank in my top 3. The M50s really need no introduction, but if you haven't heard of them, they should definitely be on your radar if you're looking for some quality headphones. They've got a very thick and solid build quality, so you don't have to worry about babying them, and for a pair of headphones on the larger side, they're actually quite flexible. They have a foldable design that allows them to get pretty compact, which makes them great for traveling and storing. You're also able to rotate the ear cup so you can listen to these with one ear on, or even lay them completely flat on a surface. The cable is also detachable, so if anything happens to it or you're more comfortable with the other cables it comes with, you'll have options to take it out and swap it. The M50X also comes with super soft leatherette ear cup cushions, which is leagues better in comfort compared to the originals. With these on, long listening sessions aren't an issue at all. I actually use these a ton for editing videos, which takes quite a few hours, but with the size and overall comfort of these ear cups, I've had no issues with them. But most importantly, I know you want to know how these sound. These are studio monitors, so they're a very balanced pair of headphones. They don't have completely neutral sound, as there's the slight emphasis on bass, and I mean slight. So you can use these for a wide range of things, from listening to music, doing any sound editing work, using them to play your favorite games, which is actually a pretty nice experience, or anything else you can think of. One thing I do have to warn you about though, is that if you are looking for something bass heavy, these might not be the ones for you. And while I am a huge bass lover, I still love the clarity that the M50X offers. But there are different headphones for different situations, and if you want bass, you need to look at the Sony XB950BT. These are probably one of my favorite discoveries of the year. The 950BT are another pair of Bluetooth headphones with head-shaking bass, literally. But we'll get back to that in a second. These are a pretty good looking pair of headphones, although they are a bit on the bigger side. They've got huge but extremely comfortable ear cups, and they honestly feel like marshmallows when you have them on. I do wish these headphones were foldable though, so you'd have an easier time storing them, but they do at least lay flat with the swiveling ear cups, so throwing them into a book bag or something isn't a big deal. They've got a nice black and red color scheme, so the overall looks are a pass in my book. They're mainly made out of plastic, but this doesn't feel like the cheap kind. This gives it some good flex and keeps it pretty lightweight. Now, since these are Bluetooth headphones, you'll find all the controls you need along the ear cups. The right side has all the music controls on a slider, as well as some volume controls, while the left side has your power, bass boost button, micro USB, an input if you decide to use the included cable instead of Bluetooth, and of course a mic. Battery on these lasts about 20 hours, so you can forget to charge these after a long listening session and not even worry about it before the next one. Now in terms of sound, these are one of the most fun headphones I've ever listened to. I'm definitely a huge bass lover and these really deliver. They're definitely geared towards a very prominent low end, but if you're looking at these, that's probably what you want. Now, this isn't the muddy kind of bass that makes everything else sound horrible. Vocals and sounds on the higher end still come in clearly. And not only are they great for listening to some thumping music, they're awesome for watching movies as well. And if you like to live dangerously, there's that bass boost button. While the bass sounds amazing on its own, when you use this feature, your head is definitely gonna feel it. Tread lightly with this feature, my friends. It's insane. I've gotten tons of tweets and tags on Instagram from those of you who picked this up based on my recommendation, and I'm happy to see that I'm not the only one who loves these. But that about wraps it up, guys. To finish off the year, I'd say that these are the headphones that do it for me the most. If you want to see more tech of the year, hit the links in the description to see videos from guys like John over at TLD, MKBHD, and Mr. Austin Evans. If you enjoyed, be the cool guy who gives this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.